I think like I'm in drama school because I do think like, I can't believe I'm getting away with this. Well, getting away with telling 64, I mean the 64 men in a block, telling 64 highly violent, antisocial men what they should be doing. 7:30 fellas, cell inspection, stand by your doors. There's a guy in there called... He's massive, absolutely enormous. His hands, his forearms and biceps, his shoulders and chest, his thigh, he's a massive guy. He is covered in like these pornographic religious tattoos, like religious figures doing ungodly things to each other. And he's bald and he's got this big sort of handlebar mustache, and he sort of moves. Everything's slow about him. He moves slowly around, and he looks. When he looks at you, he looks up sort of through his eyelids at you at the top. So I was working in this special management unit, and he gets served. There's a tray slot that open and close like a square metal mouth in the middle of the door. Big key opens it and everything goes through. Anyway, I handed him his lunch one day. As I passed the bag through, I touched the back of his hand with my hand like that, and I'm like, I'm super on edge with this guy. Like, I feel like he's so big and strong he would pull me through that tray slot. I mean, and as I touched the back of the hand, I'm telling you, I got like a total evil vibe from just touching the guy's hand. Like, I remember driving home from work that day, not being able to get out of my head, thinking, you know, I'm going to buy a gun. I'm going to buy a gun. If he came in the house, I couldn't protect Sarah and the children. I couldn't physically do it. I can really look after myself. I'm a really, like, handy, confident, physical guy. Like, if he came in my house, I couldn't protect him. I could hit him with the poker, he would just, like... I remember thinking, I'm going to buy a gun, I'm going to buy a gun. I gotta buy a gun. You know, there's a guy up there who I like tremendously, and he walked into a maximum security block with 60 guys, and he said, "All right, ladies, Daddy's home, watch out." There wasn't an inmate there that would cross him. And he can get away with that. I can't get away with that, because I don't have the physical presence to back it up. I was doing my rounds, and there's two old black men playing Scrabble. So I can see they've got a W and a C on the scorecard, and like you know, Mr. Washington's got like 4 points, and the 4 words he had, all monosyllabic prison stuff: ass, cop, beef, and tits. Those were the 4 words on the board, and the W had 4 scratches below it. And I could see the other guy, Mr. Cleveland, like he clearly had this C of pieces in front. Hey, you could have written the Old Testament with how and not gone back for letters. That's how many he had. He had a whole table full of them, no points, and he's pouring over the board, and then it's like, and he's getting all excited, and he's getting his pieces out. He's got beef. He's looking at this word beef, right? And he's pouring over, and he's touching it, and he's touching it, and he's getting all excited, and then this is what he does with the letters. This is what he writes after the word beef. Okay. So like, I don't get it. And I say to him, like, I suddenly turn into like this English teacher. I said, whoa. She goes, that's 3 syllables. That's 3 points for me. 3 points. I go, whoa. Like, now I'm in the game, you know. I'm saying like, no. That's not a real word. He goes, "Oh, yes, it is, Mr. Reilly. It's like this whole place getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, be fucked up. Wearing this stupid uniform, be fucked up. And most of all, been locked up for child support, non-payment of, be fucked up. Now I can't work and pay no child support, now be fucked up." And then I remember walking back to him, like going, you know what? You're absolutely right. That's 3 points for you, Mr. Cleveland. Nobody grows up and says to the parents, you know, when I grow up, I want to be a prison guard. People become prison guards out of financial and economic necessity. Through working there the last few years, what's keeping me sort of sane and keeping a positive attitude is that I think I'm turning the most what's conventionally thought of as the most negative social experience, being in prison, especially in a maximum security prison, I'm turning that into a wholly positive experience for me and my family. I am going to stick with this job until I get something really creatively interesting that's going to parlay into me being a professional creative person again, like I was in music. The biggest recurring theme is escaping what currently I have. I think I'm rich. You know, I think I'm absolutely loaded actually. I've got a great wife, I've got 3 fantastic kids, I'm fit and strong, I live in a great place, I've got good friends and family, and I have a really shitty job. But like, that'll sort itself out. I'll win right across the board eventually. But right now, you know, I have to, there's better men done worse for a lot longer. So this guy says to me, you know, he goes, "You think you're better than me?" I said, "I certainly don't think I'm better than you." I said, I've made different choices than you. It's not the work, I can work long hard hours, it's the environment. Been in that environment for 17 hours. But I will escape from prison.